We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
70 Lions. 70, 19, start. Broncos, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Crenshaw Judkins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a fast foot. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On first down, here's Judkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Back to throw, Watson. And he is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get the to about the 23. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Allen going to change it up. 2nd and 5. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
After the interception, here's Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 more yards there and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. We look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Cougar 19, Buffalo 18, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
To throw is Watson. And this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go, Scott.
To the air yet again, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
17-0 our score after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it second down and 12.
The middle, it's Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third-down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Danny Gray.
46 yards.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Ooh, the juke.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just set up for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Watson now to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The Browns sit 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Dylan Sampson, the intended target.
And it'll bring up third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
19-18. Street. Hey, smash Bronco. Check. Hurt. Big Lion. Bronco switch. Hurt.
Again, it's Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking about the 16. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Joe Tryon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Allen in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. So make it back-to-back sacks, and this second one cost him a couple of points.
And the easy thing is to put this all on the offensive line, but maybe they need to start changing their game planning and their calls. Quicker passes, running plays, especially when you're this deep in your own territory.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
18, rough 7, back to 60. 18, pioneer.
Now Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bobcat, 60 Warriors, 70, go!
Watson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
Through the middle of the field.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Browns 26, Bills 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
and a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Allen going to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Allen off the play fake. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Mason Graham.
That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Here's Watson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been coughing them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Third down and 1. Now it's Watson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 32-yard
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Lions.
Back to throw, Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Seven Pirates. Ready? 65. Rams go 80.
To throw is Watson. Throwing to start the drive. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
60 Eagles, 60 Cougar 19. Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19, 18. Go check, go check. Ready.
Back to throw. Watson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 11, Cougar 19.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. Oftentimes you can bypass him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, but was 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for Bills. 1st down. Middle. Pick up with 2 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Round 80! Pass. What's up?
Cook up the gut, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A right side run with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Allen going to change this at the line. 3rd down, here's Patterson.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Viking, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Go!
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 61 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
60. Tag. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
18.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
18, Warriors, 17. Steady.
From the 30 on second down, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Again, it's Johnson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6. At the 47-yard line.
19, Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles, 60, trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. Watson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Fighting his way through contact. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Browns extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They start the drive with Cook. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Bills first down.
On play action, Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Second down.
Now Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Mason Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Bills send the punter out. Standing just outside his own goal line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
18 Cardinals. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Browns up the lead of 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bills 18.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now Allen. Pass complete to Cordell Patterson out of the backfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
56. Monday. Middle. B.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Get it. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
An inside run to Jenkins.
Powering his way forward.
Still going.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
53. Bills 18.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down in a yard.
56.
Again, it's Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we flying.
And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.